Welcome into the campus of Battle Creek High School for this early afternoon game between the Battle Creek Grizzlies and the Sandwich, Illinois Indians. It's part of the Warrior Classic. Team comes all the way down from, not sure where Sandwich, Illinois is, but it's not in Tennessee. And we just got up and going. His first pitch was right around 3:30. Runner's going to third, and he's not even going to be close. Thrown out by Chris Morales. Trying to steal, so first out was made on a ground out to John Mathis, then a couple, a walk, and then a hit by pitch. Bennett Hunter is pitching. So right now we have 2 outs, a runner on first, and the count is 2-2, I believe. Windy early afternoon, sunny here at Battle Creek. Checks the runner at first, he's back safely. This is Somlock batting. Bennett Hunter has thrown 10 pitches, 2 outs here. Bo Wilson in left, Swash in center. Graham Nutt getting the start in right. Wiseman, Chun, Horvath, and Mathis finish out the infield. That's a ground ball to Chun. Is up with it over to Mathis to record the out. And that is a quick 3 for Welcome back in here to the campus of Battle Creek High School. We head to the bottom of the first. The leadoff man for the Grizzlies, center fielder number 27, Brody Swash, as the Indians from Sandwich, Illinois scored no runs in the top of the first. Pitching for the Indians, I'm not sure. They don't have positions listed. That's going to be inside for a ball. It's Behringer pitching for the Indians. Ashley doing the catching. Swung on and line drive. Second baseman makes a running catch, so 1 away for the Grizzlies. They got Bud in left, Somlock in center, Oros in right, White and Michalik at third and short, Wade and Anderson second and first. It's going to bring up DHing again for the Grizzlies is number 11, Jack Whitworth. Swung on and fouled back for strike one. Grizzlies got their pinstripe pants and blue jerseys on. Sandwich in all white. .80 degrees here at Grizzly Field here on this Thursday afternoon. That ball ground up the middle. Whitworth's going to be aboard with the first hit of the day for the Grizzlies. It's going to bring up first baseman number 24, Junior Mathis. First pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Thank you. That pitch taken. Whitworth slides in safely of the stolen base. Didn't see what the call was on the pitch. We'll see if Game Changer has it. Like it was called strike. So Mathis down 0-2, but Whitworth moves over into scoring position. That pitch is low, ball one. Good take there from Junior. Windy day. It's warm in the 80s for this March afternoon game, but it's fairly windy, flag blowing. Swung on and driven deep into left field. So it took him back, and I think that strong wind we were talking about, because it is blowing out from right to left, just kept moving it away from the left fielder and unable to make the catch. So the Grizzlies will have men at second and third. Brings up the cleanup hitter for the Grizzlies, number 28, playing second base, Nolan Horvath. First pitch swung on, driven out to right field, high fly ball. And right fielder has trouble with that one too. I don't know if the wind held it up, but he was tracking it for a long time and then had to shift to an underhand glove to try to make the catch, and he doesn't. So that's going to score 2 runs. I'm not sure if he'd score that an error or a base hit with the wind coming, but nevertheless, Grizzlies take a 2-0 lead as Whitworth and Mathis both score. That brings up the pitcher, number 17, Bennett Hunter. I don't think Game Changer knows how to score it either because it hasn't been input yet. Call it an error. What'd I miss there? Ground out for Bennett. So 2 away. Runner comes in for Horvath. That's going to be number 44, Jacob Hancock. And hitting is going to be number 15, Elias Chun, shortstop. Two came in. Battle Creek coming off of a sweep of Creekwood in district play on Monday and Tuesday with a 10-1 win at Creekwood and then a 12-5 victory at home. Junior Mathis homering. 2-run shot here at home. had Wednesday off, and now we pick up with the Sandwich Varsity Indians out of Illinois, and tomorrow Cincinnati Country Day from Ohio. So Hancock running at first for Horvath. Chun, the short. That pitch fouled away. Yeah, he reached on an error by shortstop. Hancock running for Hunter at first. Check on Hancock at first. He's in there safely. That pitch way outside. Catcher tries to back pick, but Hancock's in safely again. So 1-1 is the count to Chun. That ball driven out to right. Line drive for Chun. Hancock's going to round second and be safely into third. They might send him home, and they do. Little trouble in the outfield handling the ball, and Hancock's going to score on a single and an error from Chun. Brings up number 52 left fielder, Bo Wilson. Chun's on his way to third. Throw is nowhere near in time, so he's going to be in safely with a stolen base on the ball to Wilson. So 1-0 is going to be the count. That ball swung on and popped out of play. Strike one. Swung on and missed, so Wilson goes down on strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 35, Landon Wiseman. He cuts on it and misses as well, so he goes down 0-1. Swung on and missed again. Quickly down 0-2. Elias Chun remains at third. Grizzlies have a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So Wiseman hustling, gets himself into second base. Chun is going to score on yet another error from Sandwich. That's 3 for me in my book. Grizzlies will take 5-0 lead. Tough play for the pitcher again, and the wind is really whipping around here, so I'm sure it didn't help much being really high in the light blue sky and whipping around. He just unable to make the catch. Probably a better opportunity for someone besides the pitcher to try to catch that high fly ball in the infield. But it's going to bring up the number 9 hitter for the Grizzlies, catcher Chris Morales. First pitch swung on and missed. That ball lined up the middle. Let's see, they're going to hold Wiseman at third. Center fielder is in shallow to retrieve it. So Morales on board with a single. Bring up the top of the order again for the Grizzlies. Brody Swash. And a pinch runner for the catcher Morales is number 20, Jackson Wells. So Wells at first, Wiseman at third. Swash at the plate. Brody's 0 for 1 on his first at bat in the top of the first. He lined out, barreled one up, line drive right at the second baseman. Checks the runner at first and actually picks Jackson Wells off. So we will start the second as we started the first with our leadoff man aboard, but after one, the Grizzlies lead 5-0 over the Sandwich Indians from Illinois. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School. This is Tracy Cameron with the Front Porch Sports Network. After one, the Grizzlies lead 5-0. Batting, leading off the top of the second for the Indians, is the third baseman, White. First pitch from Hunter is fouled out of play for strike one. C. White, number 4, playing third. That pitch fouled off also for strike 2. Ooh, looked like it got the knob, but 0-2 pitch hits White, so he trots down to first. What you got on the replay? Yeah, I hit him on the forearm. That's going to bring up Cole, the DH, number 3. Your Battle Creek strike 1. Your Battle Creek defense in the outfield: Bo Wilson in left, Brody Swash in center, Graham Nutt in right, Landon Wiseman at third, Elias Chun at short, Nolan Horvath at second, Junior Mathis at first. That pitch fouled away. Strike 2 again, so Hunter's ahead 0-2 once more. Chris Morales doing the catching. Bennett Hunter, of course, doing the pitching. There's 0-2 pitch. Low, ball 1. Runner not going nowhere. That pitch called strike on the inside, so Bennett strikes out Cole for the first out of the second inning. Cole thought it was inside, backed off the plate, called strike. He strikes out. That brings up Anderson with 1 away and a runner at first. Called strike 1. First strikeout of the game for Hunter. Throws over to first, runner's back in time. That ball is in there low, 1-1. Called strike 2, 1-2. Outside Morales, the good play to not let it get away from him. Count goes 2-2 with 1 out here in the first, or the top of the second. Early start time here. Lewis County not able to get out early, so they will play the game after us as we were intended to play. So we jump up and play Sandwich with a 3:30 first pitch time. Out here at Battle Creek High School, it is very warm for the end of March and very windy. Full count. Ground out of play down the first base line. Stays alive. We'll do it again. This opening day of Major League Baseball, if you're enjoying it. Opening night last night between the Giants and the Yankees. Yankees got a 7-0 victory, which makes me happy. Called strike 3 again, so Bennett gets his second strikeout of the inning and of the game, and now we have 2 away after the leadoff man for Sandwich got aboard by a hit by pitch. That brings up the right fielder Oros, number 23, his first at bat. Lined right at Chun, who takes it himself, steps on second, and retires the side. So after 1.5, Grizzlies lead 5-0. Leadoff man Brody Swash coming up for the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School on this Thursday early afternoon presentation of high school baseball from the Front Porch Sports Network. Leading off, center fielder number 27, Brody Swash, second at bat of the game. Lined out on a hard shot to the second baseman in the first inning. And he, this time, softly lines into center for a single. Swash, a stolen base threat, is aboard. No out, bringing up the DH, Jack Whitworth, whose bat has been extremely hot the last couple games. And continued this game as he's 1 for 1 with a run scored. There goes Swash. Pitches outside. Throw is not in time, and he's going to have himself another stolen base on the year. Stole about 3 last game against Creekwood on Tuesday night. Time is called. That ball lined back to the second baseman. Close play as Swash and the second baseman both dive in, but Wade doubles him up. Good play by the second baseman, Wade, who catches the line drive from Whitworth. Dives, he and Swash both dive into second base, and I guess he just barely beat him, so 2 away. The unassisted double play there. Good effort there, Melissa Cameron, on the replay. I like it. That brings up Junior Mathis, number 3 hitter for the Grizzlies. That ball's hit hard out into the gap, and it's going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. It's hot from the plate. Horvath. Here comes the guy getting the ball. Fakes a pickoff move. I'll get that ball for him. Toss it back into him. That gate's locked. Ground ball to short, so Horvath reaches on another error by Sandwich. Sandwich having a hard time here this early afternoon game, already with about 4 errors. By my count, that brings up Bennett Hunter, the pitcher. Himself reached on an error in the first inning. And on that error by Horvath, Mathis scores from second, so the Grizzlies take a 6-0 lead. That pitch outside, count goes to 1-1. Oh, called strike. And Hunter's down on 3 pitches, so that retires the side in the bottom of the second. Grizzlies take a 6-0 lead. We'll be back for the top of the third. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. Welcome back in here to Battle Creek High School as we get set for the top of the third. The number 9 hitter for Sandwich, second baseman Wade, who made that great unassisted double play in the bottom of the second, leads off. He's the number 9 hitter, so they'll roll back over. Grizzlies have already batted around back to their 7th hitter again on the second inning, but 6-0 Grizzlies over the Indians. First pitch from Hunter is lined into center right at Swash, who's there to make the catch, and after one pitch, one away. Hunter has thrown 28 pitches through 2 1/3. Walked 1, struck out 2, no hits, no runs. Grizzlies have 6 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors by the Indians. That pitch fouled back, strike 1. Low and outside, ball 1. 1-1 goes the count. Check the defense again. Still Wilson in left, Swash in center, Nutt in right, Wiseman and Chun left side of the infield, Horvath and Mathis right side. That pitch, strike 2, 1-2. Chris Morales doing the catching. Bennett Hunter pitching. Fights that one off. Ground ball to Hunter, who's up with it. Throws over to Mathis to record the out. So more of a defensive swing there as it was bearing in on Michalik, and he just weakly grounds it to pitcher. Hunter makes a good play. Records the out. 2 away here in the top of the third. Brings up the number 2 hitter, catcher Ashley. Jersey is number 88. Takes first pitch, strike. I think Hunter's got himself ahead of every batter just about so far this game. Second pitch called outside for a ball, 1-1. That ball popped out to right and foul. Count goes to 1-2. That pitch inside for a ball. Low, so that loads up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Called outside, so the first walk of the game for Bennett Hunter. Nope, second walk of the game. First walk of the game? Second walk of the game. Brings up the pitcher Behringer. Check over to first. Runners back in time. Hard ground ball through the hole past short. And he has the first single of the game for Sandwich. So they're on the board with a hit. Here in the top of the third, 2 out. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter. His name is Somlock. I believe he's playing center field. 0 for 1 on the day. That pitch fouled back, strike one. So runners at first and second here, the top of the third for the Indians. 2 away, we just need a soft ground ball somewhere. Or another strikeout. Spins and throws back to second, but it's low and in the dirt. Swash is there to back it up. Runner was diving back in, so unable to advance on the throw. That pitch driven high into center field. Swash runs in and records the out. So that retires the side here after 2.5. Battle Creek leads Sandwich, Illinois, 6-0. We'll be back for the bottom half of the third. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. Leading off the bottom of the third for the Grizzlies is going to be shortstop number 15, Elias Chun, who's 1 for 1 on the day. Line drive single to center field. Center fielder unable to come up with it cleanly, sort of bobbled it around, and Chun made his way to second and later scored. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Second pitch swinging for a strike, so Chun down quickly 0-2. And he takes strike 3 looking, so he's down on 3 pitches. 1 away here in the bottom of the third for Sandwich. That is Behringer's 3rd strikeout of the game. Brings up left fielder number 52, Bo Wilson. Bo lines that one into right field and has himself a single, his first hit of the day. Brings up third baseman Landon Wiseman. who also reached on an error back in the first. That pitch outside corner taken for a strike. Behringer up to 38 pitches through 2 1/3. Checks Wilson at first. Back in there safely. Checks again. No tag. I thought I can pull that. There goes Wilson. That ball is popped high and out of play behind the plate for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch fouled back. So Wiseman stays alive. Checks the runner at first again. That throw is low and gets away from the first baseman. Wilson's rounding second on his way into third. It's just not worth it. Third time checking the runner. That one he spikes into the dirt and allows Wilson not only to go to second, but to get into third on the throwing error from Behringer. So with 1 away, Wilson moves all the way over to third and into easy scoring position on a pass ball now. Count is 0-2, 1 out to Wiseman. And that pitch at third brings up the catcher, number 25, Chris Morales, who singled in his first at bat to end the first inning. Called outside for a ball. Swung on and missed. 2-1. That ball popped out of play down the, no, stays in play. I don't know if the wind held it off or not, but in foul territory, the first baseman's back to record the out. That retires the side here in the bottom of the third. Grizzlies still lead 6-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School as we start the top of the fourth. Sandwich has no runs on 1 hit. Got him at 5 errors. Battle Creek with 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Bennett Hunter stays in the game at pitcher. I got a wasp in my face. Where's my hat? And leading off the top of the fourth for Sandwich is someone that I'll tell you about here in a second. But he swings and misses on the first pitch for a strike. This is White, the third baseman, who was hit by pitch his first time up, stranded on base. There from Bo Wilson, running back toward the wall, over his head, makes the catch. 1 away, top of the fourth. That pitch swung on and fouled away. This will be Anderson, the first baseman. No, this will be Cole, DH. Number 3, right?
Yeah.
Pitch ground to Mathis at first. He trots over, steps on the bag. 2 away for Sandwich here in the top of the fourth. That will bring up Anderson, the first baseman, who went down on strikes his first at bat. That pitch ground to second. Horvath is up with it, throws over. So quick 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the fourth go the Sandwich Varsity Indians. So after 3.5, Grizzlies still lead 6-0. We'll be back for the bottom. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. Leading off the bottom of the fourth, as he did in the bottom of the first and the bottom of the second, is the leadoff man for the Grizzlies, number 27, Brody Swash. First pitch taken low for a ball. Brody 1 for 2 on the day. That one cut on and missed. That pitch taken high for a ball, 2-1. Bud in left for Sandwich, Somlock in center, Oros in right. White Michalek on the left, Wade Anderson on the right. That one bounces low and inside for a ball. Behringer still pitching, Ashley still catching. Behringer up to 48 pitches on the game. That one taken low and inside again, so he walks. Swash is aboard for the second time. Brings up Jack Whitworth, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Behringer now at an even 50. He's got the dangerous Brody Swash at first, who he catches leaning, but Brody back in time as the throw was off, so no tag could be applied. It looked like Brody was looking to go there first pitch. Does go on the second pitch. It's in there easy as the throw skips in. Whitworth takes a ball. Brody steals second. Moves himself into scoring position for Jack. That one's low and bounces away, and that's all Swash needs to head down to third. And he's in there easily. So just like that on 2 pitches, Swash moves from first to third. That ball grounds straight up the middle for Whitworth for an RBI single. Gives the Grizzlies a 7-0 lead. That will bring up first baseman number 24, Junior Mathis. Whitworth with the second hit of the game. 2 for 3 now with a run scored and an RBI. Junior's 2 for 2 on the day with a ground rule double and a wind-aided double. That one fouled off to the left. Every shot has been for the left-handed hitter out to left field. Going the other way with it, and the wind is blowing from right to left pretty fiercely. So he's got 2 ground rule doubles in his last 2 at bats as he's 3 for 3 now. Unfortunately, that will hold the runner Whitworth at third. He would have scored had it not bounced over the fence. It looks like the Sandwich coach is out to talk to Behringer. Sits now at 54 pitches. There's no out here in the bottom of the 4th. Swash walked, stole second, advanced to third on a wild pitch. Whitworth singled up the middle to score him, and then Junior Mathis just ground rule doubled. Brings up Nolan Horvath, who's 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Long mound meeting here. Home plate umpire came out, still out there. I don't know if they're dealing with an injury now or what, but giving him a heck of a long time. And looks like everybody's just going to return to their normal spots, and Behringer's going to stay in. So no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Mathis on second, Whitworth on third. Horvath 1 for 2 at the plate. Behringer up to 54 pitches now. Grizzlies have 10 hits on the day to score those 7 runs. Takes that for a strike. Inside, almost got him. Count goes 1-1. That ball, ooh, leaping grab made by the second baseman. Great play. I thought it was going to get over his head. Wade's made a few great plays today. So far at second, he saves a couple runs there. Horvath is robbed, but going to bring up pitcher Bennett Hunter, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that looks like that will do it for Behringer. He will be relieved here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. So we will take a break as this new pitcher warms up, and we'll bring you his information when we're back. So Sandwich has 0 runs on 1 hit, 5 errors. Battle Creek 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors, 1 out. Men at second and third for Bennett Hunter when we return. So the new pitcher for Sandwich is number 11, who was at shortstop, their leadoff man. I'm not sure how you say his last name. Michalek, M-I-C-H-A-L-E-K, Michalek. Anyway, final line on Behringer. He went 3 1/3, gave up 10 hits, 7 runs, but he only walked 1, struck out 4. Had 5 errors behind him. So second and third here. Here comes Bennett Hunter in. First pitch is taken for a strike. Bennett is 0 for 2. Does have an RBI and one of those strikeouts for Behringer. That pitch gets way away from the catcher. That's going to bounce and let Whitworth score. From third, Mathis moves over to third from second, so the Grizzlies take an 8-0 lead. Kind of spiked it into the ground, bounced. Catcher tried to block it up, which made it worse. It went high and bounced away from him, so it gave plenty of room for Whitworth to score. 1-1 count for Hunter with a man still in scoring position at Mathis at third. That is driven too short, deep in the hole. Decent throw, but takes him off the bag, so Hunter will be aboard with a RBI single, and the Grizzlies take a 9-0 lead. Pinch runner for Hunters, looks like it's going to be number 10, Colton Barba. Yes, sir. Brings up shortstop number 15, Elias Chun, who's 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored and an RBI. Grizzlies looking to score double-digit runs here in the third consecutive game as the bats get hot with the weather. Pitch taken right down the middle for a strike. Ball driven high into right field. The right fielder is coming in, makes the running catch. Barba trots back into first, so there'll be 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up left fielder number 52, Bo Wilson, who's 1 for 2 on the day. That pitch taken for strike 1. So Behringer moved from pitcher out to short, changed spots with Michalik. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Grizzlies lead 9-0. That pitch is outside. Catcher bluffs back pick at first. Barba's back in. 1-1 goes the count to Wilson. That ball ground hard to shortstop, who flips over to second for the force, and that will retire the side. Grizzlies get 3 here in the bottom of the fourth to take a commanding 9-0 lead as we return for the top of the fifth. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School as the Grizzlies lead the Sandwich Varsity Indians from Illinois 9-0. This is the top of the 5th. New pitcher for the Grizzlies is number 22, Coleman Norwood. That closes the book on Bennett Hunter, who went 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 2. Of course, no runs allowed, so good outing by Bennett. Colton Barba remains in the game at playing second. So defensively, the Grizzlies remain Wilson in left, Swash in center, Nutt in right, Wiseman at third, Chun at short, Barba now at second, Junior Mathis at first. Chris Morales still doing the catching, and Coleman Norwood about to throw his first pitch of the game as he faces Oros, right fielder for Sandwich, who's 0 for 1. First pitch fouled away. So Norwood gets ahead 0-1. Second pitch, ground to Chun at short, who fields, throws across. Mathis stretches and makes the catch. 1 away for Norwood here in the top of the 5th. Good play from Chun and Mathis for the 6-3 putout. Brings up second baseman Wade, who's 0 for 1 on the day at the plate, but made a couple good plays in the field. Takes that first pitch, called strike. That pitch drops in there for what looked like a strike, but called a ball. So Wade, the number 9 hitter, evens count 1-1. That pitch, another ground ball to short. Chun is up with it, throws across. Mathis with another stretch and another out. So 6-3 goes the first out. 6-3 goes the second out. 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Quickly for Coleman Norwood on 5 pitches. Brings up the leadoff man, who's now pitching. Started at shortstop, number 11. Chalik, who fouls that away. He's 0 for 2 on the day, as Sandwich only has 1 hit in this game through 4 2/3. That pitch, slow breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. Norwood quickly gets ahead. Swung on and missed for strike 3, so Norwood records a strikeout for the 3rd out. After 4.5, Grizzlies lead 9-0. We're back for the bottom half of the 5th. In just a minute, this is the Front Porch Sports Network. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School. So we've got Kick Start My Heart playing by Motley Crue. Temperature at 4:50 p.m. is 80 degrees and windy. Here at Battle Creek High School, where the Grizzlies lead 9-0, leading off the bottom of the fifth. By the creek here is going to be the third baseman, number 35, Landon Wiseman. Landon's 0 for 2 on the day, so looking to get his first hit of the game. That first pitch is low for ball one for Michalik, who started at short, came in to relieve Behringer last inning. It's now thrown 9 pitches. So we'll have Wiseman, the 8th hitter, and Morales, the 9th hitter, and then roll back over to Brody Swash as Wiseman takes that one low for ball 2. Hard ground ball, just fair. Wiseman's going to round first as that ball rolls into the corner, and he's going to have himself a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the fifth here. Just hugged the third baseline, stayed fair, rolled into the corner for a good double there for Wiseman. It's going to bring up catcher Chris Morales now with a runner in scoring position. Morales is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch fouled away, strike 1. That pitch also fouled away, so Morales falls behind 0-2. Third pitch fouled away. Morales stays alive. Low and outside for a ball, 1-2. No out here at the bottom of the fifth. Wiseman aboard after a double to lead off. Morales looking to score him with a base hit. Not on that pitch. Low and inside, ball 2, 2-2. Close on the outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No out here, bottom 5. Takes us to our leadoff man, number 27, center fielder Brody Swash, 1 for 2 on the day. Has himself another stolen base. And a run scored. So his 4th at bat of the game. Here just in the bottom of the 5th. Can hold up. Strike 1. That ball ground to short. Shortstop's up with it, throws over, stretch is made for the 2nd out. That moves Wiseman over to 3rd. So with 2 away, will come up for his first at bat is the right fielder, number 0, Graham Nutt. With Barba moving into 2nd, DH Jack Whitworth takes a seat, and Nutt gets to hit for himself. Time called after a long look in. So 2 away here, the bottom of the 5th. Landon Wiseman aboard at 3rd. Graham Nutt, 2 Ts, getting his first at bat of the game. First pitch taken for a strike. That pitch low and away for a ball. 1-1, 2 out. Chalik here up to 22 pitches now. That pitch taken outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Taken inside for a strike. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Jack Whitworth getting loose in the Grizzlies bullpen. That pitch just got a piece to stay alive. And Nutt looks at one on the outside corner for a strike. So he goes down on strikes. That's 3 away. So after 5, Battle Creek leads Sandwich 9-0. We'll be back for the top of the 6th. Welcome back into the campus of Battle Creek High School. Top of the 6th, Grizzlies lead the Indians 9-0. A couple changes on defense. Jacob Hancock comes in for Wiseman at third. Levi Elam comes in for Elias Chun at short. And Landon Martin comes in for Chris Morales at catcher. Coleman Norwood remains on the mound, so Wilson, Swash, and Nutt still in the outfield. Mathis remains at first. And the catcher, number 88, Ashley, leads off, takes that first pitch high for a ball. Ashley's 0 for 0 on the day with 2 walks. That pitch called strike 1 on the outside corner, 1-1. Swung on and driven out to right. It's down for a base hit. Swash comes over. Throw gets away from the infielder, so Ashley has himself a single and will move to second on the error. First error of the day for the Grizzlies. Leadoff man aboard, now in scoring position. That pitch to Behringer called a strike. He was the starting pitcher, moved to short after he was relieved. 1 for 1 on the day. Nord delivers strike 2. So that breaks in there on the inside corner, so he quickly gets ahead 0-2. Norwood at 13 pitches now in just over an inning. That one is low for ball 1. That one gets away inside, almost hits him. 2-2 is the count. Swung on and driven into center field. Swash unable to get it, and that's going to bounce and hit the wall. So Ashley's going to score from second as Behringer has himself a double, and the Indians are on the board 9-1. No out, top 6. Traded places with the catcher. That brings up Somlock, center fielder for the Indians. He's 0 for 2 on the day. But he finds himself with a runner in scoring position for him. That's inside for a ball. That pitch called strike, 1-1. That one cut on and missed, strike 2. Ground to third. Hancock's up with it, throws across, has the out. Behringer will run into third. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th for Norwood. 5-3 put out there. Good play by Jacob Hancock. We'll bring up the third baseman, White, who's 0 for 1. That ball driven high into right field. Nutt is under it, has the catch. He comes up throwing. Ooh. Just behind the runner who tagged up to score the second run for the Indians. Good throw there from Nutt. Just not in time. So sacrifice fly there from White gives the Indians their second run of the game. But the Grizzlies now have 2 out, nobody on. That will bring up the DH, Cole, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That pitch taken for a ball. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Two and one. Norwood working quick. That one fouled away. 2-2 now the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that one falls in there. He was ducking, but man, I thought that was going to be a strikeout. But the count goes full. Swung on and missed, and that is a strikeout. So 3 away, but not before the Indians get on the board. 2 runs. They have 3 hits on the day. They still trail 9-2 with the Grizzlies coming up in the bottom of the 6th and the top of the 7th. So we'll be right back here on the Front Porch Sports Network. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School for the bottom of the 6th. Grizzlies lead 9-2. New pitcher in for Sandwich High School Indians out of Illinois is White, who moves over from third. Mitchellek moves from pitcher to third. And leading off the bottom of the 6th is going to be Junior Mathis, who's 3 for 3 with 3 doubles, 2 of them ground rule. Let's see what he has for White here on his first pitch. Swung on and ground hard in the hole. Second baseman dives and comes up with it, throwing. Another great play by Wade. I've been impressed by him at second. He's made a couple great plays for Sandwich. That's going to retire Mathis on 1 pitch, 4-3. That will bring up Colton Barba, number 10, who replaced Nolan Horvath for his first at-bat of the game. And that hits him. So Colton finds himself aboard on a hit by pitch. We're going to have a pinch hitter, Brady Fortune. That pitch to Braden is high for a ball. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1 to Fortune. Two and one. But first, after being hit by pitch. That ball fouled off, out of play. So the count will be full. Taken outside for a ball, so Barba at second, Fortune now at first. That's going to bring up Elias Chun, who remains in the game to hit. Was replaced by Elam defensively at short. One away here with 2 men on for Chun as the Grizzlies look to add to their lead. First pitch is, do you call that a strike?
I didn't think he did.
Swung on and driven into center field for a base hit. That's going to load the bases. He did call that first one a strike. That was low. Looked like it was a ball, but I saw him with his hand moving over there. Does not matter as Chun is aboard with his second hit of the day. Brings up Bo Wilson, who's 1 for 3. Bases loaded, 1 out. Called strike again. Does that look like a strike to you? Yeah? I'm not looking at the feed. I'm looking at it from out here, but that one bounces in there. Good block by the catcher. 1-1. So 2-1, that ball driven into the gap. That's going to score Barba from third. Fortune's rounding third, and he will score on the 2 RBI single by Bo Wilson. So the Grizzlies take an 11-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. It's going to bring up the third baseman, replacing Landon Wiseman as number 44, Jacob Hancock. With Wilson at first, Chun at second. That Pitch ground to Short, who flips over to second for one. Relay not in time. So they get the force at second. Hancock is aboard with the fielder's choice. Wilson is out at second. Chun is into third. So we'll have first and third with 2 out. Here for catcher Landon Martin. Time called after a long another long look in for White. As Martin gets his first at bat. Cut on and missed for strike 2, so Martin finds himself down 0-2 with 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Landon Wiseman warming in the bullpen. Not sure if he's going to come in to close this out for the Grizzlies or just getting some work. That pitch popped up behind third. Third baseman gets out of way for the second baseman, or the shortstop, who has an easier catch, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So after 6, Grizzlies lead 3, or score 2 that inning. Sorry, they lead 11-2, and the Indians find themselves down to their last 3 outs as we return for the top of the 7th. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. Welcome back into Battle Creek High School, where indeed Landon Wiseman has come in to finish it off for the Grizzlies on the mound. Sandwiched down to their last 3 outs. Hancock remains at third. Elias Chun back in the game at short. Barba at second. Junior Mathis remains at first. Bo Wilson in left. Swash in center. Nutt in right. Landon Martin catching. Landon Wiseman on the mound. Grizzlies lead 11-2. Anderson leading off for the Indians here in the top of the 7th. It's 0 for 2 on the day. That pitch is taken for a strike. Pitch number 2 swung on and missed, so Wiseman quickly ahead 0-2. Cut on and missed for strike 3, so 1, 2, 3 pitches. Wiseman has himself a strikeout. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. It's going to bring up a pinch hitter for the Indians, number 20. Sorry, that was 20 pinch hitting the late substitution error. This, I'm not going to try to call them out anymore. Wiseman has a strikeout. There's one away. Relying on game changer here is that pitch drops in there for a strike. 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Landon. Wait, what just happened here?
Got it fouled.
Did I miss a pitch? Is that 2 away?
It was 2. He fouled it.
Okay, so 2 strikeouts on 2 hitters for Wiseman. Indians down to the last out. That ball ground past Barba at second for a single. So the Indians stay alive. That was Wade, the second baseman, who's been impressive defensively. Number 9 hitter, first hit of the game for him. He's aboard with 2 out, trailing by 9. That brings up the top of the lineup. Michalek is 0 for 3 on the day. Wiseman checks the runner at first. He's back safely. That pitch is inside for a ball. That pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 the count, 2 out. High and inside, ball 3. Out of the stretch, check swing couldn't hold up for strike number 2. Payoff pitch, strikeout. So Wiseman strikes out 3 here in the top of the 7th to finish off the Indians. Grizzlies get another victory, 11-2. Let's see, Swash was 1 for 3, Whitworth 2 for 3, Mathis 3 for 4. Horvath got himself a single, Hunter got a single, Chun a couple of them, Wilson a couple of them, Wiseman got a single, Morales got a single. Great pitching, only 4 hits given up by the Grizzlies between 3 pitchers, Hunter and Norwood and Wiseman. Wiseman only pitched 1 inning but had 3 strikeouts, Norwood 2, Hunter 2. Grizzlies return to action tomorrow against a team from Ohio, Cincinnati Country Day, Nighthawks. Scheduled start time is 4 p.m. So Grizzlies record moves to 12-5 on the year as they defeat a team from Sandwich, Illinois, 11-2. This has been the Front Porch Sports Network, and we'll see you tomorrow.